Used to have a silver tooth and I was just a pup, yeah. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the pumps. I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. Got a shorty clean the pendants, I'm a diamond in the rough.
24 karat VVs in the store. Rings going off like Michael with the club. Only one model with designers in the thug. When we shop fabric on, bring a bottle full of couple platinum records later, still I got the game locked. Cut my lines fresher than Tory Lane's pop. Who got his swerve and is missing every raindrop. Hit him with the then they get their brain swap. Walk around like I'm nigga with the diamonds in the clock. You ain't walking on these, I got diamonds in my sock. Might be funny like I'm Biggie, but I'm riding like...
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, it's the opener of the 2023 NFL season, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Baltimore Ravens. New season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Gets this to the 30.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. But there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Stroud off the play fake. That one complete. It's tanked down. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. They run with the former Buffalo Bill, Devin Singletary. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. On first down, here's Stroud. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And Stroud now to throw. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes out this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It was Jadeveon Clowney who got upfield for the stop.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
Got his man, Dell. So the completion good for 6 yards. And 3rd and 8 now. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and you can create a little bit of havoc. What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. That one into the hands of Flowers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. 2nd play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Flowers shows there that he is a student of the craft whose mentality is simply, I'm going to take the football away from defenders. A tenacious player and almost a clone of Steve Smith Sr., somebody else who had some really good seasons in Baltimore.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, for the Ravens, Charles, starting 2023 here at home, you know, for a long time, the future of Lamar Jackson seemed to be kind of up in the air, at least in terms of would he be a Raven. But number 8 is out there, and you can bet that makes a lot of folks happy here in Baltimore.
Starting with Lamar Jackson, who wanted to be a Raven. He didn't want to be anywhere else. 2nd, how about the head coach, John Harbaugh? Now they'll just retool the offense a little bit, trying to expand upon the talents that Lamar Jackson brings to the table and find their way back to the Super Bowl.
Now Jackson, he's got his target. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Back to the ground here, Mitchell. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. And they will bring this one back. return for a Texans touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week one, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue.
And now the rookie's free. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. How about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Roquan Smith, the All-Pro, the former Bear, is there to make the stop.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week one. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right at the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. We'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Stroud looking to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 28. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Stroud. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Another completion there. And we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top-5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key's going to be, will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it? Not just necessarily plug him into something that he doesn't do well.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Stroud sets up the play action. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Jackson. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle. Just
there he goes, right side. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Jackson on first down. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Second down and 6 now from the 26. Jackson. That is caught with Sean Bateman. He's brought down. Remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Tucker's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
On second down, here's Jackson. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Partner, you know when we call him a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed, his elusiveness, and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Mitchell. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. A short throw caught by Andrews. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now it's Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to get the football here at their own 23. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And now off to the races down the right side. He's on his way. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On first and 10, it's Jackson. He completes it to Beckham. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
Here's Jackson to throw. To the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson from 17 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up, throwing the football, and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a slip, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as it kicks away.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is second and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins.
And they'll get to him right away as he's taken down right there at the 44. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. Short completion, just 4 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Stroud wants to change it up with an audible. They'll look to throw again. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. So a nice throw there. And, CD, I have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
You know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays, they'll come with experience. But right now, we're seeing him handle the game, make all the smart plays, and the right reads.
Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
2nd and 6. Stroud to throw it.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 41.
Those INTs all sting when you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football. So instead of forcing it to the sideline, he's just going to put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
Flowers going to go in motion right.
Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
He was brought down by Kenny Ward. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Here's Jackson.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
Talk about a momentum shifter right there. Tie game, 4th quarter. These are plays that win you games. And now defensively, the question becomes, how do you respond?
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
2nd and 6 coming up. That one into the hands of Flowers.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Well, This one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. Jackson now. Eluding the pressure right.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least. If they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Justin Tucker on for a field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th. But there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Stroud. Finding Schultz. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Here's 1st down. Here's Stroud. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Stroud to throw it. Caught left side. Here's Dell. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Big play looming here. This is 3rd and 7 with a crowd on their feet. That's complete. It's Collins. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And the crowd a major factor now. Here's 3rd down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. Now Stroud. Being chased out left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they'll get a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. And they will take a knee here.
And just how they envisioned the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know what's really strange? I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice it starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that.
Legends on 3, 2, 1.
That's on Kodak, 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 Kodak. Please, please don't. Kodak, 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 Kodak with me. Cause I'm Kodak, 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 Kodak.
Man, they even got enough change in the meter. Double part looking like Bane in the beater. Her friend keep helping detangle the weave. Only jumped in the front seat.
Why would I hold a man for ransom when my scope like Richard Branson? Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man in black is seasoned with my Panthers. Pretty girl, she think I'm handsome. Just coasting through these mantras. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. I'ma keep it moving till I be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explode this war before I go. And that's some hours in my bench way. Now it's like work for 10K all cause it is pen game. Been insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red eye flights, hot straight off the plane and through the back door of the place. Then I head on stage, they were like, see the crowd going air, they were like, so I stepped on stage, they were like, ooh yeah, see the crowd going air, they were like, ooh yeah. Crazed and courageous, raised by some Zulu lions, taught to seek dangers, brave and defiant, boy, the Lord was doing favors, blaze through the fire, yeah, we had a few, lost a few wages, still coming rampant, misbehavior, flavors, still coming anti-up, rebelling with my ravers, still don't give a about who be the latest, can't be locked up in them cages, start living up to what the you think a day is. But hey, what about it? So I stepped on stage, they were like,